In this video, we are targeting the tiny pond loach diamond. If this video helps you catch your diamond, please remember to give it a like, come back and leave a comment. Let me know you were successful. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Here is my latest catch screen, obviously using a gold hook strategy. You can see I started at 2130 and I did get a diamond at 2232, so about an hour, 19 more golds, finished at 055, so about 3 hours and change of fishing. Bonus catch screen. I started my second fishing session at 1330. Got my second diamond at 1435, so just over an hour. And as you can see, my third diamond at 1644, but I did take a break in there. So 2 more diamonds for 3 total. Let's take a quick look at the pond loach. For the traits, it is easily spooked, but this one, Keen Senses, is really going to help draw them over to our bait and make this a little easier for us. For the bait and lure preferences, what jumps out is bloodworm, the very first one, and the first one on the third list, bread, because it doesn't cross over with the snakeheads that are going to give us a problem in this area. These are very small fish, so you want to use the smallest gear possible, and that is currently the greenhorn and the prologue. However, news dropped today as I record this that there's a patch and new souvenir stand coming next week. And I strongly suspect there will be micro gear included in that, so we'll see if I'm right. 1 pound gear is plenty. Use the waggler bobber to move less in the current. I like the size 7 gold hook with bloodworm. However, if you don't like my gold hook strategy and you want a faster bite rate, you can have an 8 with bread on backup. Make sure you configure your hand for bait feeding with the Loach's Keen Senses. That will greatly make it easier. You want to use either bread or Boiley's Natural, and even though it's on the list, do not use pearl barley. It attracts the snakeheads. You can also configure your medium catapult. The location we will be using is straight up the river from the post office. Here is the trailhead, boat launch, and you can see where my boat is. Anywhere in this region should be good. I recommend starting at a night server. Be careful if you are online that the time sync doesn't take you past or earlier than 11 p.m. Otherwise, turn off your multiplayer and stop the clock. If you prefer, you can also choose a morning server. Quick summary, I suggest you start in an evening server. You can start fishing immediately for the time window, anywhere from midnight to 9 a.m. If you run out of chum, feel free to fast travel back. No problem there. Use a float. I like the 7 gold hook strategy with bloodworm. I was pretty comfortable with the bite rate. It's reasonably steady. If you aren't, swap out to 8 bread with silver and check with the gold hook occasionally. I recommend ignoring the snakeheads that will strike instant. And for chum, make sure you just use bread and boilies. Do not use pearl barleys or you will have tons of snakeheads. Strategy is fairly simple, but there are a couple of key factors. Make sure that you only use bread for chum. If you choose to use pearl barley, you will get a lot of snakeheads. So half toss distance, half strength toss, I should say, with the bread chum. And then since I am using gold hook strategy, there's typically a pretty good weight. So you can see, look at that, I've already got one coming. Usually not quite that quick, but there must have been a gold in the area. And we'll pull it in. It's a decent gold, it looks like. The diamond will take you past a quarter. Little 3.74. He's cute. We'll let him go back and look for another one. So the main thing besides using bread is I'm using controller. We want to avoid the instant strike hits, which are the snakeheads. Now at night you can see them, but during the day or in the morning server you can differentiate by the instant strike. I just let them hit and ignore them and they go away, since I really just want the Loach, gold, or diamond. Not a lot more to it than that. I do use the medium catapult, very small distance on it, and then max cast. The greenhorn gets you out about 60 feet, which is pretty close to a very light medium catapult throw. Just working a distance around your boat and wait. And if you don't like the weight on the gold hook, I like to just check the official angler Discord. See if anybody asked any questions on my legendary post each week. Or flip through the general chat, see what's going on in there. But you can always swap out the silver, farm some out, see if you can get a gold to spawn if you're not getting a gold. But 1 or 2 or even possibly 3 empty bread. Here comes another customer. That's a decent looking one. Let's see what we got. No, just this another slightly smaller gold. But you saw their fairly quick bite. Gonna throw another one over here. So depending on whether they've fixed the first throw bug or not, you're either going to have 8 or 9 throws of bread chum, and that's it. So, and there is a snakehead, perfect example. So I set the controller down so I can't use my immediate reflexes from playing this game too much. If you're using keyboard, just take your hands off of it. Otherwise, it's really easy to just hit that trigger. That's a decent looking one down there, but he must not quite be big enough. You could see him swimming under the chum ball. At any rate, after you run out of chum, whether it's 8 or 9 throws, depending on the fix of that bug, jump back to the post office, restock, and come back. Hopefully it's around night or around the morning time at that point. Some decent looking ones swimming around, you see, but they must not be gold or higher. That's really all there is to the strategy. Just work around your boat and do some long casts with this if you have the catapult. Eventually you will get your diamond. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please remember to give it a like. Happy fishing. Have a good one. Please click on the logo bottom left to subscribe to my channel. Check out my other content and don't forget to hit the like button on the video.